Hey, friends. Good morning. Yes, I decided to throw this video up because Mother's Day is coming faster than my procrastination. So here we are. This video is around difficult mothers, and just stick with me. Wherever this ends up, it's going to end up where it needs to end up. So, difficult mothers. As we are approaching Mother's Day, everybody did not or does not have an honorable mother. Some of the mothers have passed away, whether you believe in the supernatural hereafter or that they fade to black and there is no more, or they come back as a butterfly or a roach. I don't know. But either way, those mothers have passed on and they got out of this life without ever owning or apologizing. Um, any of the harm they brought you. They never explained anything. As a matter of fact, some of us had mothers that you don't even get the opportunity. You didn't know them. You knew them as your caregiver, but you didn't even know them as a person. Some of those difficult mothers were tyrants. Some of those difficult mothers were unhealed. Some of those difficult mothers should have had a diagnosis. Some of them were absolute narcissists and they were out to hurt you. Um, I want to apologize to you that have been cheated out of the opportunity to make peace. Because difficult mothers rarely ever come back and make any peace because unfortunately the reality is some people are unhinged, unhealed, and they don't think that there's anything wrong with them. So their abuse and neglect of you was intentional. They may have hated your father. They may have hated you. But the real reality is a lot of them hated themselves, which is inexcusable because everybody on earth always runs into someone that lets them know, hey, you probably should do some work on yourself. So I asked that you would receive forgiveness from me. So I apologize on behalf of that difficult mom because as a mother of three grown adult sons and two wonderful grandbabies, I have definitely done something wrong to every last one of them. I've raised my voice. I've been too punitive. I did ignore. I didn't listen. So, as a fallible human mother, I apologize to you, especially if your mother never did. I hope that this message touches your heart. And for those of you that had conflicting parents, disgruntled parents, rough parents, please hear me when I tell you, find something else to do on that day so that you're not triggered. If you're around people that dote on their mother and they make you feel terrible every single year, this year don't you go. The Mother's Day brunch ain't what you want it to be. If you are a mother and you have raised your children to adulthood and for some reason they decided they don't mess with you, maybe this Sunday, give them the phone call and apologize to them. You may not feel like you did anything wrong, but if the adult child is telling you that you did, ride it out and apologize. Hear what you did wrong, admit that you did it, and say sorry. A lot of your kids don't mess with you because you don't apologize. You're not accountable. And they also remember how strong you were against them and how you held them accountable just for the wind blowing. So no, they're not going to be happy to see you. They're not going to honor you because the truth is you weren't an honorable parent to them. Okay? All right. Now, and also for those of you that are becoming mothers or are new in the game, you will not be perfect at it. You will not get everything right. There will be a day when you have to apologize to yours too. So get in the habit of doing it now. When they're a toddler and you don't run and get their bottle fast enough and your baby's hungry and you can tell that they waited a little long, say sorry then. Even if they don't understand what you're doing, you're planting the seed inside your soul as well that you are an apologizer. You do own your stuff, and your child is going to remember that you are that kind of parent, and they will be less likely to hold a grudge against you because they know that you recognize that, yes, there are times you make mistakes and you are apologetic, which is going to teach them to also be apologetic and understand that they are human and not perfect and they will make mistakes that they own. Yeah. So get in the habit of apologizing to that baby while it's little and in your arms. Baby, I'm so sorry. Mommy didn't understand. You know, there's things I don't know. Be honest. Be true. Okay? Yeah. And for the great moms, hey, damn it, good job, girl. This ain't your post. This for the other ones. All right? So I love y'all. And for all my babies that had difficult parents, be the best parent that you can be. And also keep that ear open, because your child is going to guide you into the best parent that you can be. If you got a sensitive child, pay attention to facial expressions. When you raise that voice, some of your kids going to break down and cry. That's the child that needs a lot more nurture. Some of those kids are going to buck right back against you. Those kids are the self-starters and the ones that think for themselves, and they need you to teach them how to lead, because they're already going to lead, because you can't run them nowhere. Yeah, some of the kids are really, really timid. They're anxious. They need reassurance all the time. Some of them are sad. Some of them will be leaning toward depression in their life because they came here with an imbalance. And you're going to have to get them into therapy before they even start school. Early childhood intervention. It's a thing. Use it so that you can support your child so they don't progress into severe symptomology. Learn what you need to learn. You don't know. They don't come here with a manual, but there's a lot of manuals in libraries. There's a lot of information that you can Google in your cell phone. Make sure it says that it's empirically sound. Listen to licensed therapists online. We are here. It's a bunch of us out here that actually sit and teach. Your answers are all around you. So don't let people's cop out and their excuses for being poor at the job become your narrative. There are answers. These kids do come with instructions, but you have to do some work to find out what those instructions are for your specific child that you put on earth. And if you're one of those wonderful mothers that pulled some children in, make sure that you're not living in a fantasy and you cause them harm. Those are not your dreams come true. Those are children that were lost to the system or abandoned or maybe not physically pleasing to someone and they got left on the side of the road. They are not the answer to your dream. They need you to be the answer to their nightmare. So you raise that child knowing that somebody threw them away and it is your job to restore them and make them feel value. All right, I have ranted on behalf of the difficult ones that have ruined so many people that are walking around that come to me and see me for therapy. I want y'all to have a better Mother's Day because you don't have to participate in phonyhood. If your mama was trash, you can make a post on Mother's Day and say that if you need to. I give you permission. All right, y'all be great. Be wonderful. If you churchy like I used to be blessed and shit. Be blessed. Y'all have a good day.